Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to part 3 of my EuroCrime collection, and this will be the box sets. This will be the conclusion of the EuroCrime collection that I have, and then at some point I'll do a top 10 or top 15 list. But in this video I'm just going to show you what I have for box sets, and I'm joined by the ladies again. So you can see here on the bed there's not too many box sets, so the video shouldn't take too long. I got a couple box sets from Arrow, Severin, a couple of I think that's a German release, and then that's another British release. I have a couple of US releases here, so get yourselves relaxed, get a beverage, get a snack, kick your feet up, and let's check out these movies. The first one here from Arrow Video is called Years of Lead, and you get 5 classic Italian crime thrillers from 1973 to 1977. There you can see the 5 titles. You get Savage 3, Like Rabid Dogs, Colt 38, Special Squad, Highway Racer, and No, the Case is Happily Resolved. There in the back you can see that this was the Region A. I believe it was only released in Region A. I could be wrong about that. And you get a really nice hardcover shell for the outer box where the movies are housed. I like the color scheme here. I think the box looks really good. I like the blending of the darks with the bright red. There is the spine of the box. And the back goes over the limited edition contents, which we will go over individually. So if you want to pause it here and read that, that's fine, but I'm going to go over in depth with each release. So each movie comes with its own case, and then there's a nice thick book we're going to go through. The first one here is a Joe D'Alessandro movie called Savage 3. Joe D'Alessandro stars in it. The movie was directed by Vittorio Salerno. It also has Like Rabid Dogs on here, a little twin bill. So these movies are in Italian language with English subtitles, and Savage 3 has a running time of 85 minutes, and Like Rabid Dogs is 98 minutes. Both of the movies are in color, even though the still frames are black and white. They are in color. And on the inside, you can see the disc art. And there's a reversible cover, which is also, I guess it's a little different. I thought it was the same cover or the same image on the box, but it's different. That is the Like Rabid Dogs title, and this is the Savage 3 title. And you get a, what do we have here? A little advertising card for Donnie Darko, which I do have. I think that's a pretty good movie. I enjoy it. I've seen it a couple times already. That's one of the movies where you have to watch it at least twice to finally, to fully kind of grasp it, I guess. Kind of like how Pulp Fiction was, for me anyway. And we'll take a look here on the back. So for Savage 3, you get the 1080p presentation. It's restored from the original camera negative. And you get the original lossless mono Italian audio with optional English subtitles. And you get an interview called Rat Eat Rat with director Vittorio Salerno and actress Martine Brochard. And you get an interview with Joe D'Alessandro called The Savage One. And then for Like Rabid Dogs, again, you get the 1080p presentation in high def, restored original camera negative. You get an original Italian mono audio with English subtitles. And there's a couple of interviews on here as well. A music sampler, poster gallery. And the next one is No, the case is happily resolved. This one also is in 1080p high def, and you get the restored original camera negative, original Italian mono audio with English subtitles. And you get the Poliziotteschi, Violence and Justice in the Years of Lead, which is a new visual essay by critic Will Webb. And you get Mother Justice, an interview with writer-director Vittorio Salerno. And the running time on this one is 98 minutes. So there is the disc art, and there is a reversible cover. And the third one here is Colt 38 Special Squad, a film by Massimo Dallamano. And you also get Highway Racer. It's a twin bill here. And Colt 38 Special Squad is 103 minutes running time. And Highway Racer is 102 minutes running time. Now, both of these are, you can either watch it with Italian or English language, and you can watch it with English subtitles as well. There's the disc. And there is the reverse cover for Highway Racer, starring Maurizio Merli. Really nice little set. Very glad to own this. So that's what the three movies look like, side by side. And then we have a book called Years of Lead. And there's the contents of all the movies, the 5 movies. You get some still frames, you get cast and crew. Nice thick pages with a nice varnish on there. High quality. And this is probably about 60 pages. Get some nice high quality color photos, still frames from the movies. Tons of write-ups, everything that you would need for a set like this. And I believe this is still available. It hasn't sold out yet. I think I would recommend this for sure. And even if you're on the fence, you're not really, it's not a risk, because it's not, you know, it's not sold out. It's not out of print going for ridiculous money, but it will be at some point. And if you're on the fence, you may as well grab it now. Save yourself a little money from trying to track it down after it's out of print. So all in all, a really, really good set. So I'm going to pause it here. We're going to move on. The next one here is also from Arrow Video. This is called Rogue Cops and Racketeers, Two Crime Thrillers by Enzo G. Castellari. And in this set, you get the Big Racket and the Heroin Busters. It's a really nice looking cover. Again, it has a nice sturdy outer shell. Some nice art on the back. And the first movie is the Heroin Busters, starring Fabio Testi and David Hemmings. You can watch this one with Italian or English language, and it also has English subtitles. You get a 2K restoration of the movie. And you can see that there's a bunch of bonus materials there that you can read if you want to pause that. So this one comes with, looks like some art cards. You get the disc, and you get the reverse cover with the Italian title. And then there's a handful here of art cards with scenes from the movie. They all have the same image on the back, so I'm not going to flip every one. Nice little set here. I really like that. I like it when companies throw in some little trinkets like art cards or a poster or booklet. And the second title in this little box set is called The Big Racket, also starring Fabio Testi. You get a 2K restoration of the movie, 104 minutes running time. You can watch it with English or Italian language and English subtitles. And there are all the bonus materials there on the back. There's the disc, the reverse cover with the Italian title, and more art cards. Same image on the back again, so I don't have to flip all of those. Let's see, Vincent Gardenia is also in this one. So those are the two movies, The Big Racket and The Heroin Busters, and then it comes with another thick book. Probably another 50 to 60 pages, I would guess. Nice high quality, glossy, thick pages. Very colorful photos and stills from the movies. Tons of write-ups. Again, everything that you would want or need in a box set like this. And another movie that I would, or another set that I would really recommend that you can get. I believe this one's still not out of print, and you can probably find this for a good price. So there they are, the 2 Arrow Video EuroCrime box sets, Years of Lead, 5 classic Italian crime thrillers from 73 to 77, and Rogue, Cops, and Racketeers, 2 crime thrillers by Enzo G. Castellari. The next one here is probably one of my favorite box sets that Severin put out. This one's called Violent Streets, the Umberto Lenzi, Tomas Milian collection. These are all movies that were directed by Umberto Lenzi and starred Tomas Milian. Really beautiful box set. Here you can see on this side. It is a 5-movie set. You get Almost Human, Syndicate Sadists, Freehand for a Tough Cop, The Cynic, The Rat and the Fist, and Brothers Till We Die. There is the Severin logo. So let's see, Almost Human and Freehand for a Tough Cop are Region A locked. And the other 3, Syndicate Sadist, the Cynic, The Rat and the Fist, and Brothers Till We Die are all Region. Almost Human came out in 1974. Syndicate Sadists, 1975. Freehand for a Tough Cop, 1976. The Cynic, The Rat and the Fist, 1977. And Brothers Till We Die, 1978. There's a photo of a young Umberto Lenzi. Look at that antique camera that he's using. That looks pretty cool. 5 restored classics, 4 remastered soundtracks, 10+ hours of special features. So let's crack this open and check out the inside. So first we'll continue looking at the box. There's a top lid that slides off the top. It's a really nice box, very heavy, very sturdy. You can see that the tire tread going across has kind of a glossy finish on top of a matte finish of the box. It's really nice. And then the bottom portion of the box where the movies are housed. It's really, really nice, high quality. Put that off to the side. And the first movie is called Almost Human. I have this movie several different times. You get a bonus CD soundtrack with this movie. It includes 5 hours of special features plus the Ennio Morricone soundtrack on CD, like we just mentioned. Here's the bonus materials. And on the inside, you have the disc art. You get a black case. You get the CD soundtrack listing, and you get the CD right there in the back. I don't believe these have reversible covers, but they don't really need to be. I mean, this is a really, really beautiful box set. Almost Human. The next one is called Syndicate Sadists. This one's all region. 1975. You can watch it with English or Italian soundtrack, and there's also optional English subtitles. You also get a bonus CD soundtrack for this movie as well. Some interviews there. Here's the Blu-ray. And you get the CD soundtrack. And then here are the listings, track listings. This one has a double soundtrack. So you get the soundtrack for Brothers Till We Die and Syndicate Sadists. So it's a double. That's why there were so many tracks on the back. The next one's called Free Hand for a Tough Cop. This is one I recently watched. When I say recently, it was probably a couple of months ago already now, but really enjoyed it. I thought it was great. This one's Region A, 1976. You can watch it in English or Italian audio. And you can watch it with English subtitles if you want to. I don't think this one has a CD soundtrack. But there's the disc art. Really, really beautiful, gorgeous box set. And we have the Cynic, the Rat, and the Fist. Maurizio Merli and Tomas Milian. This one does have a CD soundtrack. It is all region. 1977. You can watch it in English or Italian language with English subtitles. Look at young John Saxon right there with that awesome mustache. There are the bonus features. And there is the disc art. And you have the CD soundtrack tracks there. And there's the CD. When they add the CD soundtrack like that, it makes it that much more collectible. I think that's amazing. And then the last one is called Brothers Till We Die. And if you guys haven't picked up this set, I really recommend you seek it out and add it to your collection. This is a great one. This is all region, 1978. Again, you can watch it in English or Italian language. And you can watch it with English subtitles if you want to. This one does not have a CD soundtrack. So, quick recap. This is what we have in this box set, which is this is a crown jewel box set in my collection. I think you should own it too. If you have it already, congratulations. If you don't, you should definitely check it out. And again, that is Violent Streets, the Umberto Lenzi Tomas Milian collection, put out by Severin. And just an all-around beautiful box set. 10 out of 10 for me. The next set here is a German release put out by a company called Cook Media. I believe they put this one out in 2018-ish. Right there, 2018, Cook Media. This was a German 3-pack of EuroCrime movies. And the first one is Hot Stuff from 1976. It also had an alternate title called Fear in the City. And the second one was Double Game, starring George Hilton from 1977. And the third one is Convoy Busters, starring Maurizio Merli. And this is a really nice set. It's become pretty collectible, pretty sought after. And it was a limited release, but I don't know what it was limited to, but it's very pricey these days. I think it's probably over $100 or so or more by now. And like I said, it came out in 2018, so it's long out of print now. But I mean, that's beautiful artwork there. It's a really nice, thick, heavy set. There's a little heft to this, and it has a nice slipcover, which the slipcover is kind of glossy. I don't know if you can make that out. It's kind of a fingerprint magnet, but I really love it. I think it looks great, and it's still pretty sturdy. Not quite as sturdy as like a Arrow Video box set, but it's still very, very sturdy. And you can see some of the stills from the movies I mentioned already. There's the Cook Media logo. I'm sure if you want to hunt this down, you could probably find it on eBay. It's region B, and it has kind of a digipack style packaging here. It's a 4-disc edition. It also has the documentary called EuroCrime, which I also have on DVD. So that's what the 4th disc is. There's Hot Stuff, aka Fear in the City. And this one's called Double Game with George Hilton. And you got Convoy Busters with Maurizio Merli. That's a great looking cover right there. Helicopter shooting them. And here is the EuroCrime doc on Blu-ray, which is a really nice little addition to throw in. And all in all, this is a really beautiful set. It looks great on Blu-ray. The Germans always have very high quality. Let's see if there's anything in the background there. You have Maurizio Merli, Fear in the City, Hot Stuff. I kind of like the title Fear in the City better than Hot Stuff, but it goes by both. And Double Game. Convoy Busters and the EuroCrime doc. Really beautiful set. Flip this over. So if you're into highly priced collectibles, if you like to have stuff like this in your collection, you may have to pay a pretty penny to get this. It's a nice piece, but I definitely think it's probably worth about $100 to me. I didn't pay that much for it, but you get you get 3 movies plus the documentary. That's, I think that's a fair price, $100. Even though I think when this came out, it was about $60. So it's up to you what you want to spend. But if you can find that and you want to add that to your collection, check it out. Give eBay a shot. The next one here is, I guess this is probably the newest box set I have in my collection from EuroCrime. I got this, I don't know, a couple of months ago now, I guess. This is called Cosa Nostra. And these are 3 Mafia tales by Damano Damani, starring Franco Nero, from a company called Radiance. And I bought this on US Amazon. I believe it's still available too. And this is a beautiful box set. You can see here that it's spy number 14, 15, and 16 because you do get 3 movies. And beautiful hard shell outer box. And the 3 movies you get are The Day of the Owl, The Case is Closed, Forget It, and How to Kill a Judge. All starring the great Franco Nero. And it comes with a beautiful thick book. We'll go through that last, but this is really nice. For the money, this was well worth it. I want to say this was about $30 to $40 maybe, something like that. I don't remember exactly, but you can go check it out on Amazon US. I do believe they're still available. And the first one here is called The Day of the Owl, starring the very lovely Claudia Cardinale, Franco Nero, and Lee J. Cobb. There's the Italian title on the back. And Here's the Blu-ray disc. And you do get a reversible cover. There you can see Lee J. Cobb throwing up the horns. Lee J. Cobb was a great actor. This is really an all-star cast. Thankfully, Claudia Cardinale and Franco Nero are still with us. Lee J. Cobb has passed years ago. The next one is called The Case is Closed, Forget It. And that's the Italian title. Kind of a burnt orange color of the disc. And kind of a plain Jane, but I like it. It looks good. And then there's the Italian title on the reverse. That looks really good. Let's see if we can get in here and check out some of these bonus materials here. You get new and improved English subtitles for the Italian audio. I believe that these are all, let's see. I believe that these are all in English language. It is. You can watch it in English or Italian language, but they improved upon the English subtitles. So that is The Case is Closed, Forget It. And then the third one in this box set is called How to Kill a Judge. There's the Italian title. You get the disc art. You get kind of a turquoise and orange. Looks good. Get a reversible cover with alternate title. And I did keep the J card because it is limited to 3,000 copies. All right, so I wanted to keep that because I'll forget at some point down the line, and it's good to have that to keep that. But here are some of the bonus materials again. And it again is in Italian or English language, movies from 1975. This is another set I think is very well priced. I mean, you get, to me, you get more than your money's worth for the 3 movies. So go check that out on Amazon if you're interested. You get How to Kill a Judge, The Day of the Owl, and The Case is Closed, Forget It. And now for the very thick and collectible book. This thing's got to be 75 pages, I would think. I was way wrong. It's 115. 115 pages. Wow. Yeah, you get, let's take a look at Claudia. Fiery little red head. Beautiful. Yeah, you get a lot of information here in these books. You get interviews and write-ups and still photos, behind-the-scenes stuff. Anything that you could ever want or need in a box set like this. So that is the Cosa Nostra, Franco Nero, 3 Mafia Tales by Damiano Damiani. Go check that one out. And the last 2 box sets for this video, and this will close out my entire EuroCrime collection. These are from Raro Video. These are Blu-ray box sets from Fernando De Leo. You get the Italian Crime Collection, Volume 1, and the Italian Crime Collection, Volume 2. They kind of did a no-no as far as I'm concerned when it comes to like OCD as a collector. So the first set here comes with these little slim packs. So you get 4 movies in one box set. Nice little streamlined box set. And then volume 2, they have the thicker cases. I know that's a small gripe, but I wish they would have done them either both skinny or both. I prefer these, actually. I wish they would have done them both like this, but it is what it is. So for the first volume, you get Caliber 9, you get The Italian Connection, The Boss, and Rulers of the City. All of these movies are EuroCrime movies directed by Fernando De Leo, and these all had new HD transfers. This set's been out for a long time. I've had this for a long time. Let's see if it says 2011. This came out on Blu-ray. And you can see what the covers look like. You got Caliber 9. You get The Italian Connection. You got The Boss, and you got Rulers of the City. Now these boxes are very, I don't know what I just dropped. It looked like a bookmarker. I'll pick that up in a second. But these cases are, these boxes are very, very slim and very kind of chintzy, kind of lower quality. You can see that I take really good care of my stuff, but you can see that it's already kind of starting to fray a little bit, kind of pulling away from the box. So that's probably another little gripe that I have. Actually, that's not a little gripe. These should be much better than they are. And that's what the spine here looks like. No matter how careful you are with something this soft, it's not going to last very long. So the movies, you also get a book too. We'll go through that last. But the movies, like I mentioned, are in these little slim cases here. You get Caliber 9. This one has Barbara Boucher in it. It contains a booklet. That's what I like about these Raro releases. It tells you what you're supposed to get. So you get a booklet and 1 Blu-ray disc. And this movie came out in 1972. So this is the booklet, because this was a box set that I bought brand new. So none of these slim packs have a booklet inside of it. The booklet that they're talking about is the booklet that comes in the box set. These were never released as single editions, at least in these slim packs. I think they did release these as singles later, but not in slim packs like this. This was definitely the booklet that came with the box set. So here's Caliber 9. And the next one, I'm just pulling from a pile here. This is The Italian Connection. This one has Henry Silva in it. It has Woody Strode. He was really good. He was a great kind of he was in some blaxploitation films. He was always kind of he was in spaghetti westerns too. He was a tough guy. He was a great actor. I really enjoyed him. Another movie from 1972. And there's the disc. So this one is the second film in the trilogy. This was the first film, so if you wanted to watch them in order, you watch Caliber 9, and then you watch The Italian Connection, and then the third one is The Boss, Henry Silva. Gianni Garco is in here as well. And it says it's based largely on real people from actual events. 1973, this one came out. I'm not really the biggest fan of these little slim packs, but if it comes together in a box set, I guess it's not the end of the world. But like I mentioned, I would much rather have that. It just looks better, feels better. And there's Jack Palance is in Rulers of the City. This movie came out in 1976. He was a great actor too, Jack Palance. He could play a tough guy. He was a good tough guy. And he played a good villain too. This was based on a novel called Mafioso by Peter McCurtain. Railroad Video really puts some good quality into their movies. They always give you very high quality for transfers and sound. They've been doing it for a long time too. They're kind of an unsung hero in the collector world. Not too many people talk about Railroad Video, but they're great. And here's the book that goes with this box set, called the Fernando de Leo Crime Collection, a candid interview with Fernando de Leo on the making of his films. And this was from 2001. We're not going to go through the whole thing, but it's, you know, you get some, let's see here, we'll get a still photo here. Some of the lovely ladies that he worked with. And this is just a little history of the movies that he made. Very nice little piece of literature to go with a box set like this. So, quick recap, there they are. Caliber 9, The Italian Connection, The Boss, Rulers of the City, all of which are part of the Italian Collection Volume 1. And followed by Italian Crime Collection Volume 2, you get Naked Violence, Shoot First, Die Later, and Kidnap Syndicate. Again, it's another kind of a lower quality outer box. And it says up here, contained in this box set, shows you the movies and the total running time. And again, it shows you it contains a booklet and 3 Blu-ray discs. And the 3 discs are listed right there. And you get some bonus features as well. It's a documentary, a couple different documentaries here, so that's always a plus. And here are the individual releases. You got Kidnap Syndicate. You get Shoot First, Die Later. That's a crazy cover. I have that on DVD as well. I got that movie a couple different times. Not really much to show on the inside. And you get Naked Violence. And here's the booklet that they were talking about. About 25 pages. This booklet seems like it's a little nicer than the first one. It's a little higher quality. The pages are thicker and glossy. The other book was nice too. This one's a little bit nicer, I think. You get some write-ups and some still frames. Richard Conti. So this was my EuroCrime collection. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope I was able to give you some suggestions, and if you have any suggestions for me, please feel free to comment down below. I'm always open to suggestions. And if you think I'm missing something I need to grab, let me know and I'll track it down. Thank you for watching. Thanks for hanging out with me. It's always nice to kind of sit down and chill and talk about movies, and I'm not going to drag this out any further. Thank you for watching. Take care, and I'll see you next time. Later.